Once we
Well,
get across the water.
I guess. Pardon me for any of my social quirks. It's been a while since I've been around, gnomes and goblins and pretty much anybody. Um, but this is the boat. I take it, and I assume you guys know how to use it.
We'll do our best.
You can see the boat. I mean, for you guys, it'll probably hold several of you guys because you're all pretty small. The goblin's probably the biggest. It's funny. But the boats are sized to hold about 6 normal sized humanoids. So you guys should fit just fine.
So like a dozen of us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, let's see where the wind takes us.
All right.
Okay. So you guys get in the boat. You start going. There's a little bit of a current, and for the 3 that have been out for a while, this is like the first time that you've been able to somewhat relax and actually, you weren't running for your lives. You've actually just been able to relax and chill while the current takes you downriver. But that doesn't last too long. Because it's about 2 hours after you guys were in the boat, and you hear echoes coming from behind you of just screams and screeches and loud bangs and a huge disturbance in the water. And then you start feeling like the water under you is getting a little agitated. And things start hitting the boat, but I mean, no damage is being done. You just could tell that something's kind of really riled up under there.
Oh, so it's not like another boat behind us. It's something underneath the water.
Something underneath the water. Lots of things underneath the water.
Okay.
By Jove, I think this water's a little unsafe.
Well, something's not right. And what's the shore like? Like, I mean, are we just...
You're in an area that's pretty much sheer cliffs on both sides.
Okay. Well, should we try to find the first available embankment and get off this boat?
Yeah, I'm feeling not too safe here.
What do our friends think? Topsy and Turvy.
They're in agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever happened was interesting. I mean, does anybody want to look over?
Well, can we see from that far? I mean, how far away did we get?
You mean just peek over the boat?
Yeah, I mean, it's water and they're hitting the boat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, take a peek.
Okay. Roll perception.
Okay.
I rolled... Holy crap. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's
8.
a 15 plus...
Come on, Jared, roll on your skills.
17. I can't figure out how to... Do I drag it
No, you
onto
just
the
double
thing?
click on it.
I did that.
You double click
It
the
doesn't do it.
D20 on there?
You double click on the actual number itself.
On... Okay, let me see if I can figure this out.
Skill, you see your +3 or whatever it is. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
But it was a
Cool.
17. Yeah. But that's how you do that.
Okay.
You see what looks like manta rays. Actually, I think there's a picture of it in here. So let me... I think actually both of you missed these things. So you see a bunch of these things underneath you.
Are they bigger than us?
Holy smokes.
They are... Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good
Yeah.
size.
Perp sticks.
Ixotatchel? Ixa...
Yeah, I have no idea.
yeah.
Those things.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good. And so far it's sheer cliffs all around us.
Yep.
We can
Have they noticed? Have the creatures noticed that there's anything in the boat?
No,
it
doesn't look like they're attacking it. It looks like they're agitated and kind of just kind of bouncing around, like not knowing where to go, just swimming all crazy. But they're not technically going or specifically going after the boat.
And is the water pretty dark?
It's not murky, but it's mainly just dark because you're in the dark.
Right. And so I look around and see if I can tell if there's anything else in the water that maybe agitated them or out of the water.
No. Actually, both of you roll an insight check.
Okay. Rocking these rolls.
That's not bad.
Trying to get this out of the way. Okay, 15 and a 10. All right, Jared. It feels like it kind of coincided with whatever that echo wave was that kind of came from behind you.
Okay.
There's not a ton of them under the water, but they're definitely agitated.
Okay. Perhaps as long as we're maintaining the middle of the river, we don't use our oars in the water and we just kind of coast and try not to make them mad.
Matt, is there a current to this water?
It's slight, but yes, there is a current, and you've been riding it mostly. I mean, all three of them are pretty dang tired, and so they've been enjoying the relaxed kind of canoe ride.
Right. And
Yeah.
how high are these cliffs on either side of us?
Well, they go sheer up probably 30, 40 feet in the air, and then the ceiling. So you're basically in this tunnel.
Oh, it's a tunnel. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's much else we can do except not agitate them.
So yeah, I think my plan is to just be as quiet as possible, and we're going to keep the oars inside the boat unless we need it to somehow steer away from the side of the cliff, I guess.
Hey, I
or
want
other
to cast.
rocks.
I want to cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
and I want to use it to steer and push the boat.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Nice. Okay. So you guys do that. You continue to float for another few hours. They do subside. They do relax. It doesn't appear like there's any more around you. To a point where Gecko's so tired he passes out, and he starts dreaming of stone giants, and randomly oh crap, basilisk.
Oh, jeez.
And it's not a typical basilisk. It almost seems like this is an intelligent basilisk, along with a few stone giants, and they all kind of feel like they coincide with this library.
Okay. Are they inside the library? Like, or what's going on in this dream? I mean,
You're just getting flashes of feeling like you're inside this big stone library that you've been having dreams of before, except now there's adding an element of these stone giants and this basilisk.
okay. Okay.
Still don't quite have a name that associated. You just know that it's some big stone library.
Okay. Is this like an interactive dream where I can look around, or is this just the images that are popping in my head while I'm sleeping? And...
Yeah, it's just flashes
Okay.
of stuff.
Cool. All right.
As you're floating along, you can see that it's starting to open up a little bit. Let me make sure everybody's in the combat tracker. Gecko is, but Belwar is not. So let's bring you down here.
Yeah, you can probably take those other two off there.
Which ones?
The Deep Gnome and the Goblin.
Oh, didn't realize they were still in there. Good call.
Yeah.
doing this map. So. Go. I'm not even sure if I'm using the right topsy turvy. There were 2 of them. It says topsy
Using the one
turvy
with
complete, which is kind of like, okay. Maybe this is like the better version of them. I don't know. All right, let's see if I can open this up.
Whoa! Is this like a really big map?
It's high resolution, so it ends up taking a while to load. I downloaded a Underdark map pack.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Which is where I got the silken paths stuff too. So
That was cool. Yeah, Jared, we were joking that if you were there, your first order of business would be to burn the webs that we were writing on.
Yeah, I
turn the whole
probably
thing
would have.
Yeah.
Probably would have.
Okay,
It's
so
my way to take care of spiders.
Okay, so you see where you guys are. You guys are floating down the river, and it starts to open up. So right about, I don't know if I kept you in the same order or not. Actually, a little bit farther.
Okay.
You can see this thing. And even revealing stuff takes a bit. And you can see about that much right there. And all of a sudden you feel this this big rumble, this big bang on the bottom of your boat. And make a observation or a perception. Make a perception check.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm still asleep apparently.
I know.
Oh, you're not sleeping through this. So this definitely jolts you up. But Ian does notice that you guys are taking on a ton of water. And in front of you, you see what looks to be this big, almost like a big ball with just one eyeball and a bunch of tentacles going out in all directions, sitting right on the beach. And it's laughing.
What the? Okay.
So, what do you do? Actually, so let's, I guess let's start with initiative. Go and roll initiative.
Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
All right.
This one doesn't look, it looks weird because it looks like there's some of the tentacles are like ripped off. Some of them are kind of just like halfway on and just kind of hanging down. Its eyes just kind of droopy. It's got this weird color to it.
Does it just have one eye, or does it have a bunch of eyeball stalks?
It has a bunch of eyeball stalks, just the stalks aren't... They're not all there.
Yeah.
Have you seen one of those things before?
No. And it's almost built nearby.
Can I use my mage hand to kind of slow the leak?
The leak is probably 2 feet wide. I don't know how big your mage hand is. Like almost the whole bottom of the boat has just been splintered and destroyed. So there's leaks coming up from all over the place.
Any idea how it happened? Like if we hit a rock, or like are there any rocks jutting up out of the water to where we know we're in the shallows?
You don't see any rocks,
Okay.
but you just see this thing kind of laughing.
Yeah.
Wonder if I can use my mending cantrip on it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because, yeah, I
No?
think that would at least get us...
Yeah, I want to try to use the mending cantrip on the hole.
Okay, how powerful is it?
So it only says you can repair broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, a leaking water skin, as long as the breaker tear is no longer than 1 foot in dimension. Ah,
Oh.
you had to say 2 feet.
Well, I mean, in general, like there are a bunch of smaller ones, but like in general, it's 2 feet worth of holes.
Oh, 2 feet worth of holes?
Yeah.
So do you think I could...
Could
You
he
could patch
mend
some
the
of them
biggest
for sure.
one?
Yeah.
Just slow it at least?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. Hold on,
Let me
whose
see if
turn is...
I have it.
Okay, it is your turn first. Let's
Yeah.
need to go back to the top of the round. It's round 1. Okay. So that's what you do. It definitely does. Some of the holes just start, filling with wood and coming back to how they were before. But there's definitely still a leak going on. As you guys continue to float. So another 5 feet, you're floating down.
Well, can we use the oars to... Obviously, we see this guy. Can we use the oars to redirect us so we're not going towards him?
Right now, the current is taking you out to the middle of that lake, so it wouldn't be taking you straight towards them. Obviously, it'd be still taking you downriver, but you can certainly try.
Okay.
We can try to reason with the thing.
Can we see more to the right now that we're coming out further?
Yeah, it's more path. It's just another inlet. So you have both of these canals that are going into this bigger canal toward that big purpley thing.
Okay.
So that was your action. What do you want to do for your movement?
For my movement,
If you wanted to, I would let you use your movement to try to pick up an oar and start paddling, if you want to do that.
yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever one you'd prefer.
Okay, that would be acrobatics. There we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you were. You started paddling. You were able to stabilize it. You are moving a lot slower because you definitely had some momentum.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. Now it's this thing's turn. All right. So you just see it start this guttural laughter that's really and it shoots another ray at the boat and it pretty much destroys the whole bottom of the boat. It's taken on a ton of water and you guys know you're about to sink.
Awesome.
So you guys have floated another 5.
Oh, golly.
And it doesn't do anything else. It just sits there like you can tell it's just enjoying this.
Oh, man.
Oh, Topsy, he's going to grab another paddle and he's going to make a athletics check. Well, that was pretty good. Okay, so he gets the other side and paddling, but you guys are just sinking. So you guys, we were able to stabilize. You started moving a little bit away, but to the point where now over 3/4 of your boat is into the water.
Awesome.
Let's see. All right, and Turby doesn't really know what to do. He's taking his shoe off and he's trying to get water out of the boat.
Okay, so from where we're at now, before I decide officially what I'm doing here, I can, let me see here, 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I can see up to 120 feet in magical or non-magical darkness.
Okay.
So can I see to the end of this right side of the map here now that we're out past this jutting spot on the right side?
Yeah, I mean it goes down and it's not magical darkness, but it just goes down and turns. It's another tunnel essentially.
So I mean, like, because what I'm trying to decide here is I can tell just by looking at the map a little bit, and I'm not trying to metagame with this little line here, but I can see a dip. Can you see my cursor move at all,
No.
or is there a way for me to draw on the map?
I think there's a way to draw. I don't know if I can see it if you draw. If you look on the upper corner, maybe there's I think a pencil. Like I know I can go into drawing mode.
Let's see.
There we go. Yeah, drawing mode. Enter drawing mode. Okay. So, like right.
I think it takes a little
Can you
bit for
see
you
it?
to actually see
Can you
it.
see this right here?
I think once you let go and it goes on and then it loads on my screen is when I should be able to see it. Are you looking on the right-hand side?
I'm on the left-hand
Oh,
side.
the left-hand
So
side.
like, yeah, I'm looking at the left-hand side right now before I decide what I want to do. Like, can you see my drawing that I did now? That's the frustrating thing is if you can't see what I draw, then there's no way for me to
I know
really.
I saw it when you guys were on the other one, but I'm wondering if this map is so big, it's just, or this, the file is so big, it's just taking a long time to show up. Are you talking about kind of where it's starting to bend, like down?
Okay, so like, yeah, so like, you got the beholder, and if you start moving towards us, it kind of the edge of this like rocky side, it goes down and then comes up to a point, and then starts going down, and it looks like it dips in.
In there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, so can we tell that that's a little cave entrance thing?
Yes, but that's, well, I guess
I
you
know,
guys are small enough that you may be able to fit in there.
because we're like 3 feet, 3 feet tall each, some of
Right,
us.
yeah, but yeah, it's definitely, your boat definitely wouldn't fit, but yeah, your boat's pretty
No.
much gone.
Okay. Because I can't tell if there's any sort of beach to my right, so the closest area that I think I'd be safe at. So what I'm going to do then is I'm jumping off the boat. I
Okay.
yell out, follow me, and I jump off the boat and swim over to this little entrance here.
Okay.
I don't know.
See. So,
I know what my swim speed, but
yeah,
my movement speed
so
is...
go ahead and jump out, make an athletics check because the current is still taking you down. So we'll see how well you roll to see if you can get into that spot.
Let's see here. Where's my skills at? Oh, I have proficiency in that. Could be helpful.
Nice.
It could be helpful. Not really.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you jump in, and you start. Where are you? So you start heading there, but the current is just too strong and puts you about right there.
Okay.
Go ahead and make
Can
a
I grab
perception
onto
check.
the... Okay.
Okay.
10. So can I grab onto this wall here?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics.
11.
Okay, so you reach out for it, and once you grab it, it's super slippery, and your hand slips off. But you are able to get a foothold, and your other hand is able to, because there are some pretty easy rocks to grab onto. So you just
Okay, so
just
now
hang on.
So now my question is going from there to there, that would use my full movement, or are you counting any of that as an action? Can I still do an action?
You can still do an action, yes.
Okay, I cast Spider Climb.
Okay.
And basically attach myself to the wall.
Okay.
So, and then, I mean, that's gonna, that burns one of my 2 spell slots, but in the effort of trying to stay alive, so be it. So anyways, all right, so that's my turn then.
Okay.
Oh, and then I take, as a bonus action on my turn, I can take the hide action, and since I'm behind this little lip, am I out of view of him enough to where I can...
Yes, he's more
hide?
focused on the boat, so go ahead
Okay.
and roll a your hide, your sneak.
Come on, big money.
Nice.
19.
Let's see what he rolls. He rolls a 14. Okay, you think you're hidden?
All right.
All
Well,
right.
that's my turn.
So you guys start feeling this big rumble. And it's you feel it in the water, but it feels more like echoes in the water, like the whole ground is starting to shake.
Sweet.
Okay, go ahead, Ian.
Okay. I yell out, "Don't let him get the other boat!" And I cast Minor Illusion and create another boat right behind our sinking boat.
Okay.
And then I jump in and make like I'm trying to get to this other boat, but really I'm trying to do the same thing Jared did, was try to get in that little culvert there.
Gotcha. Okay, roll a deception
Deception.
against his insight. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, you rolled a 9.
Nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna swim for the culvert.
Okay. Make a athletics. I don't really know the
Plus
difference,
0.
honestly.
One strength,
I
one
think
dex.
athletics is one's strength and one's dex. So.
Yeah, I think whatever you're more proficient in, I'm typically going to allow you guys to do. So
Oh, okay.
if you had a plus on the other one, you can give it to yourself. But the DC was 10 anyway, so
Okay.
You do make it over pretty much right in the alcove, right below Jared, right below Gecko.
Okay. So I'll put myself
So
right there.
Now that the rowing has stopped, these guys move another 5 feet down.
Okay. I also want to take the hide action.
Okay, go and roll your sneak. Unless you're doing the invisible, like deep gnomes have that ability, right? Something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a bonus or is that an action to be able to do that? Because I know hide is obviously a bonus, but I don't know if...
It is an action because it's a spell. Yeah.
Okay, so you would just do a regular hide then.
Do regular hide as my bonus action.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
Stealth.
your stealth.
Woohoo!
All right, let's see his perception on that. Natural 20.
So I made it, right?
Yeah. he does see you and he does follow you, and it is his turn, but he's more interested in these boats. So again, he gets his guttural laughter. He sees that boat sinking, so he shoots a blast at that other boat. Water sprays everywhere, and his laughter kind of huh. All right, and so the rumbling. Actually, no, it's Topsy and Turvey's turn. They're gonna pretty much do the exact same thing that you guys tried to do. I wish I could just double click on the freaking dice down below and roll it. Like sometimes it won't actually roll it. It just
It drops it. Yeah.
Just frustrating. Whatever.
Yeah, I wonder why you have to throw these dice. It's so annoying. Oops.
Come on, go. Gosh darn it. There. 3. That's not going to do it. And a 11. So, oops, my die disappeared. Okay. So, let's see. Topsy was able to make it over. So he's kind of right there. And Turvey did not. So he's floating down. He has to make a grab. And he rolls a... Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, maybe I just drop it? Okay, he rolled an 8. Let me try this. So if I just grab it and drop it, then it'll actually roll it better. Okay.
Really? Where do you drop it?
I click it and then I let go inside the...
Oh, yeah.
I thought I had to throw it in there.
So did I.
Yeah, it's working.
It's amazing.
But Turvey was able to grab on.
I'm glad I got rid of those rolls.
Yeah. So as you guys see your boat sink, I'm hoping you guys had your backpacks on.
Yeah, of course we did. Never took them off.
Right. Then all of a sudden, you guys see the earth start to shift underneath this purple eyeball thing. Yeah. What's up, baby?
My tummy's getting worse.
Your tummy's getting worse? Did you drink some water? I think you should try to go drink some water. Did you eat enough dinner?
No, because my tummy hurts because I ate too much dinner.
You had too much dinner? Oh. Why don't you try to go poop?
I just go potty.
You just go to potty, and you just farted on my hand.
Welcome. That's what you get.
Is that what I get?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Be gone with you.
Dad, I give you a kiss on your nose.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Did you know that I love you, Dad?
Fun to
did
be a
know
dad.
that. I did know that.
Gotta be careful to not poke her eye out with that big old nose coming right up.
Yeah.
I was actually looking like, who the heck has this much hit points? It's like, oh, the guy that's coming out.
Oh, jeez.
So the land around this thing just kind of starts giving way as this giant purple worm thing
Oh my
Oh,
comes
god.
up out of the ground and engulfs this thing that's been destroying your boat. Takes it in its jaws and then retracts back underground with this gaping hole.
Oh my gosh.
I just peed a little.
What the heck?
Things just got a little serious.
And I need everybody to make a perception check. Okay, so
Hey, we're twinsies.
Yeah.
what you can see is that inside the water, a couple things are starting to come out. Now, hold on. So that thing's gone, and that thing went back underneath. So inside the water, you see some things starting to like move up and out onto out of the water.
Ah! Daddy.
Hey. You have fun?
Uh-huh.
Good.
So, on Sunday we get to have a sleepover at Grandma Lacey's, and we get to go swimming on Monday.
Lucky. Oh, that's right, because there's no school on Monday.
Uh-huh,
Oh,
Labor
you're
Day.
lucky. That's
And
nice.
then it's my birthday the next day.
I know. But we're not going to get you anything for your birthday.
Okay.
All right. I love you. Go get...
Can't wait until tomorrow after school. Grandma's gonna...
Oh, you're going out with Grandma Belinda, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to get?
I don't know.
Get something cool.
Okay. A lot of things are mine.
All right. Got some some undead coming out of the water.
Yep.
And the purple worm is gone now?
The purple worm went back down. Yep.
Jeez.
Just leaving this big crater with some of the water starting to pool into it.
Oh, okay. Well,
And there's just these two things that we can see.
Yep, just these two things that are starting to come up out of the water. So Turvey is pretty much got floated into dry land. I mean, everybody's pretty much right there. And you do see that it does go inside, kind of right by where that thing was.
okay.
I say we try our luck down this little culvert.
That or you're having we could always try and take pot shots at the creatures coming out because they can't reach us.
Is that what we do to things like that?
I don't know, but I'm just thinking. I'm hoping that we don't end up running into them later. I'd rather have the high ground. Hi, babe. Hang on a second, guys.
Okay.
Did I get a pet skunk?
Did you get one in the house?
No.
Okay, because it smells like skunk spray on the stairs.
Well, maybe you need to take a bath.
No! No!
You smell like a skunk.
No, I don't.
Did you get some new stuffed animals? Yeah,
I
cool.
asked family if I could have these for a few days, and they said yes.
Well, that was nice of her. Cool. They look fun.
Wow.
All right, go get yourself in bed. I love you.
I know which one is the red one.
Which one's the red one?
I think. You tell me which one is the red one when I do.
It's
That
that
one?
one.
Hold on, hold on,
It's
hold on.
that one.
The one that's like kneeling down.
The one that's next to the one kneeling down.
Um,
Hey, bud.
that one?
Yeah.
Okay, which medicine?
All right. Okay. You ready to play some D&D, Ron? Let's do this. All right.
All right.
So into the tunnel.
Yeah. I tell him, it's like, I got your back. And I look around, it's like, I can throw insults at him.
Are you a bard?
No. But I'll see if I can do a little bit more damage up close.
Okay. Let's just avoid them for now. I'm gonna climb up the wall and then move into the cave.
Okay.
Tunnel.
Is this tunnel-y a little bit more shallow?
No, it's pretty deep.
Okay.
Let me look at the duration on my spell here real quick. Oh, it lasts an hour. Okay. That's good.
That'll do it. Okay.
Cool.
So that's
So we're gonna start moving in. Oh, and I'm also gonna once I get inside safely. I mean, this might be jumping ahead, but as soon as we're inside safely in this tunnel, I'm gonna I'm gonna fill my water skin
Okay.
since water's been kind of hard to find lately.
It is super tight, so your movement's going to be as if it was rough terrain.
Okay.
What side is good? There.
Okay. My turn?
So how far do you move in, Jared? As far as you can go?
Yeah. So my movement
You
is
up like 20 and then, or 10, I guess, however far
my
up you wanted
speed's
to go.
30. So my speed's 30, and I have a climbing speed equal to my movement speed.
Okay.
So I mean, how tall is this
It goes up
tunnel?
it's pretty much the same as, it almost looks like the wall like cracked, and so this is just a crack. And so it goes full height of the cavern, which was, I think it said, what, 35 feet?
I'll just go 5 feet above water level so that I'm not having to swim through it.
Okay.
And then I'll move in. I mean, if it's tight, then I'll move in 15 feet.
Okay.
Since if it's considered rough terrain.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what I just did. I tried to move. Can I move my guy, or do you have to move my guy?
You can move him. I think you're on something that doesn't allow, like, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was just on top of you.
Oh, okay. Can I? Oh, yeah, there we go. Now I can move me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then for whatever my action is, I'll just fill my water skin.
Okay. Sounds good. So it is...
Are you poopy? You stink. You stink, little dude.
All right. And yeah, I'm just going to take the dash action to this little culvert here, moving as far as I can.
Okay, a dash and go. What's your speed?
25.
Okay, you can move 25 feet in with your dash action.
Okay. So
And you pretty much go underneath the goblin, so you don't have to worry about fighting past him. Because you guys definitely cannot go side by side at all in here.
Yeah.
right. Okay. And I will take the action.
Good night, babe.
Well, I guess I'll take any action because I dashed.
How can I kiss it on the lips?
Just kiss him on the cheek and then go get in bed. All right.
You guys move forward, and that's a dash. They don't move very
Wow.
Good night.
Good
far.
night.
They're trying to swim in water, so it's rough terrain there for them. That was them.
Well, cool. If they want to try and get over, do they look too big to get into this crack?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
that
we're.
they do.
That's what she said.
So these guys are
That's a
coming
funny
in.
one, huh? That's a funny one.
These guys are just gonna follow along with you guys. That's pretty much
Okay.
as far as they can go.
Oh, you poopy. You stink, dude. Oh. All right. Cool.
You're up,
And
Jared.
then I guess I'll move 30 feet. There's, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know. Is that about 30? I can't tell. I think,
I can't
I haven't
see
seen
until you let
the
it
tracker move.
is that about 30?
go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's close enough.
There, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. That's 25. You can go one more.
Okay.
As far as
cool.
you can, the zombies are out of your guys' view now.
Right.
Okay. We got away from those zombies.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's my turn.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to do the same thing. 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25. Can I see it on this little channel
Yes.
anymore? Oh, jeez.
Yes.
We did it.
Well, that's about right for the Underdark. Yeah, another dead end. Time to go back.
That's
I
as
guess
far
we're
as
gonna
you
have
can.
to fight
That's as far as it
some
goes
stuff.
above water.
Yeah, that's what I was about to consider.
And there's a roof to this cavern, right? It's not like it goes
Right.
up high.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, if the zombies are still there, I'll take the high ground and start shooting them from up high. Because honestly, I don't see how we're gonna. I mean, I guess we could swim, but we're gonna get separated fast, and
Yeah.
this is the most ground that we have right now. We might as well try and at least get that if we can all do ranged stuff.
Can I take a look underwater to see if I can see like a cave or tunnel?
Yep.
Ooh, I cast light underwater where he's at.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Yeah.
Oops, apparently I was saying E a lot. What the
Huh.
Oh my gosh. Double fours.
So you duck your head down, and apparently the light wasn't quite directed where you wanted it, and you're just this big shadow, and you can't see anything under
Well, at least it was only a cantrip.
Yeah.
Uh,
Awesome. I don't see any way through. We may have to go back.
okay.
Unless you guys can see anything.
I'll try and go down there, sure. I mean, yeah, so I'll drop into the water and move up to where he is in this area.
Right now,
And,
right now you're out of combat. So these
Okay.
guys move up, trying to look as well.
Now, do I get advantage on my perception check too with the light, or does that, or is
Yes.
that just a? Okay.
Yep.
Let me see here. So click the advantage button and then double click my perception. What did I get? 18.
There you go. I was starting to worry. I was like, another 4? Really?
I know. Well, yeah, another 8. Yeah.
Okay,
Jeez.
you can see a small little tunnel that goes like this. I don't know if you can see what I just wrote.
Yeah, I can see the drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me look at my light spell real quick to see what I can, if I can move it or
You gotta cast
Okay.
it on something, I think.
touch. Yeah, I would have just cast it on the rock wall, but okay. So this is what I'm gonna end the light spell that I just cast,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna take out one of my sling stones, and I'm gonna cast light on it, and I'm
Okay.
gonna say, there's a passage roll down here. Follow my light, and I'm gonna just try and swim and see if I can go as far as I can. You know, how far down is the tunnel that I found, or the passage that I found under the water?
You can't see the end of it, but it only goes like, I don't know, 5-10 feet down.
Okay.
So you can't see where it comes back up.
Well, I'm gonna hold my breath, put the rock in my mouth, and then using the walls like as part of my spider climb too to help with, maybe to try and help with my swimming and traction, and just go down in there and try and go as far as I can just to see if I can see an exit to it, and then if I feel like I'm gonna lose my breath, I'll try and make it back to them, I guess.
Okay, so are you gonna?
Does that make sense?
Yep. So, Ian, are you gonna hold out and wait till he comes back, or how long are you gonna wait before you go?
Yeah.
I will wait for 30 seconds,
Okay.
and then I'll probably go. I'll cast Expeditious Retreat and then go.
Okay. So 4 or what is that? 30 seconds. So 5 rounds.
So that's 5 rounds.
Okay. All right, Jared. So you start going. Make a acrobatics or what?
Athletics. Okay. Hopefully 17. Okay, that's good.
Okay. So you start swimming. You go down a ways, and then it feels like it starts going back up.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a Constitution.
Okay. A save.
Yep.
Oh, it is? All right. And I can just double click on the ability score.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So you start feeling like you're getting out of breath, but you're not panicking. And make another athletics.
Okay, and I feel like it goes up, right?
Yeah, it's starting to go back up.
So I'm gonna just follow it up then instead of going back, just to see if I can. Okay, and okay, athletics. What do we got? 8 this time.
Go and do it with advantage because you are using the walls to kind of push yourself along.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. So yeah, all right. You did make it up, and you didn't run out of air, so you can move yourself kind of to the other spot.
Okay. And so I come out into this cave. Is that basically?
Yep.
Okay, so as soon as I realize I'm in a cave, I end the light spell.
Okay.
We're not gonna. And then
Actually, Ian, so I want you to make a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, an insight check.
Insight?
Yep.
Okay.
What? What's the matter? What's the matter?
11.
Okay. So you do see the light turn off, but you don't know if it's because he's suffocated under there and he died and it went off, or if he turned it off.
Oh, well, this is awkward.
I should have just thrown it into the water. That was stupid of me.
It's okay. I look over to Topsy and Turvy. I say, I think we gotta save him. I think he may be going down. Do any of you guys know mouth to mouth?
Huh?
Exactly. All right, I'll go first. So I'll cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
What does that do?
It allows me to take my bonus action to dash
Okay.
and it lasts for 10 minutes. And I'll go ahead and go under.
Okay. Go ahead and make athletics with advantage,
Okay.
and then a con, and then another one.
While this is happening, can I do something?
Yep.
Okay, realizing that was kind of dumb of me, I take a stone, stick it in the water, so as not to really give off a ton of light, and I make the light kind of dim, but I cast light on the stone. I just drop it back into the water, and I make it dimmer than what it normally would be.
Okay.
Because I can control like how bright it is, so I make it put off like a dim light, enough to kind of illuminate things a little bit for them, but not enough to shine in this end of the cave.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'll take the hide action.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Hide.
stealth. Ian, look, you made it just fine.
Okay, great.
And then
So-
Topsy and Turvy were a
Topsy-
little worried about going through, but did see the light
Yeah.
come back on, so they decided to follow.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20. He made it just fine. But the Constitution's not so good. But
Yeah. Yeah.
let's do that on advantage.
I feel like we should have tied ropes to each other.
That could have been good too. I'll be back in just a second. Hang on.
Okay. So let's see. So he does take some damage from starting to suffocate. So which one was that? That was Turvy takes 4 points of damage. Where's Turvy? Turvy takes 4 points of damage. Okay, but everybody made it.
Okay. I'm gonna go stealth as well.
All right, I'm back.
And the rocky terrain, deep gnomes should get advantage on stealth checks.
Okay.
Oh, pretty good.
Thing.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Okay.
Drop the 1. I see how Critical Role they do 20s and 1s as automatic, even on skill checks they do automatic successes and fails, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I think that's a little silly. Okay.
This has been quite an exciting first day out in my adventuring.
Get to see a big old thing destroy your boat and then it gets eaten by something bigger.
Yeah. So maybe we should have done a Tanner and or a John, I guess we should say, and attacked it. I mean, come on, the
Just a
beholder
worm.
did look,
Yeah.
the beholder looked wounded.
It's technically a
Huh.
zombie beholder.
Ooh.
Awesome. Even better.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
All right. I want to peek around these corners here.
Okay.
Up here.
Yeah, me too. I'll take left, you take right.
Okay.
That's what you're seeing.
Okay. Well, based on that, I speak telepathically to Ian. So Ian's character all of a sudden hears this voice in his head say, I don't know that we want to go your way because that passage looks like it leads out to that beach and that's where the zombies are.
The freak is this voice in my head? But it told me. I look over to Gecko. It told me we probably shouldn't go this way.
That's a
Let's
move,
go that
Slurple.
way.
That's a move. I say it and I whisper it that to him, and then I say it in his head again. I say, "It's me, stupid."
Okay, so I nod in agreement. It's like, oh, amazing.
Hi.
That is amazing. Okay.
All right, so let's go to the left.
Okay. So you
So
guys go to the left.
yeah, so I'll move to about this point here.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Right behind him.
I climb up on the wall.
Okay.
Too.
Where on the wall?
Just to my right, on the right-hand side, and I'll climb up about 10 feet.
Okay. That's pretty much, well, I guess this
I don't know how
tunnel
big
goes
it
up
is.
about 15 feet. It's about
Okay.
15 feet.
Yeah, so about 10 feet. That's good.
Okay.
Is that cool? Is that pretty neat?
These guys will just follow along.
All right, so I'm gonna stealthily
Oh, can't eat it.
move into this this cavern here, right about here-ish.
Is that
Okay.
cool?
And what are you doing?
Well, what's in it?
Is it just? Yeah, I
Well,
look
it
inside.
it looks like this is its lair,
The beholder?
or whatever it was.
the
Yeah, well,
zombie
whatever it
eye
was.
thing?
The big giant eyeball that blew up our boat?
Yes.
So is there stuff in here or?
You can look around. Do a and what's the difference in investigation and perception?
Perception is what you're actively like perceiving in your environment, whether you catch things like someone trying to stealth by you, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Investigation is what you would roll for like when you're searching a body, searching a room, trying to uncover clues about something,
Okay.
reading things, that kind of stuff. So like if we're going to
investigation's
search
more
this place,
pinpointed.
yeah, so if we're going to search
Yeah.
this place for loot, then we do an investigation check.
All right,
Yeah.
do investigation.
All right.
And I'll go
And
in
I
and
wanna-
search it too.
Want to check for traps. Use my mage hand to check for traps.
Okay.
Investigation. All right, 16.
Okay. You don't see any
Where's
traps.
my investigation? All right.
Okay.
So I start looking around. I'm not really finding much of anything here.
Probably
then,
'cause you're looking on the ceiling. Yeah, you don't see
Yeah.
anything up there.
I climb down and I start looking.
I'll start looking for anything.
Yeah, tucked off
Missing.
in the corner, you do see a little ball. You see some shiny.
Yeah. Funnels.
I'm trying to figure out. So, do I put it in the combat? Or do I put it in the party?
I think that we were doing it in the party.
Oh yeah, the inventory.
I think
So,
that's in the party sheet. Yeah.
and then we'll make sure that all the stuff we put in the party sheet goes to you guys. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export your characters and then I'm going to delete them.
Okay.
And then when we play, then I'll just bring them back in.
What's the matter?
Okay.
So, you see 30 gold pieces,
Nice.
120 silver pieces. You see this globe. I don't know if it's just going to tell you what it is if I put it in here. I guess we'll find out.
I can investigate it.
Correct.
Do an Arcana check or something.
Did that tell you what it is?
A drift globe.
Apparently it did. Okay.
Okay.
How do I put it in there so you guys just don't see it or don't know what it is?
I don't
I
know.
think you did it before.
I know, like maybe
It's
maybe a
okay.
drift globe
That wasn't
isn't.
fun.
Here, I want to. You don't get these, but I want to throw them in there and see what it does.
Okay.
So if I throw these in, because this is what we were using before. Oh yeah, so you got it, that shows up,
Yeah, that shows up.
but it didn't before.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
Hey, it's okay. It's all right, buddy. Oh.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if it goes in. I wonder if it goes
say it again?
here in the quest stuff. No.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Figure it out. But then you also find 4 scrolls.
4 scrolls?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you find the 120 silver, the 30 gold, 4 scrolls, and then the drift globe.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what these scrolls are.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and go ahead and do an Arcana check. Neither of these
Okay.
are your guys'. I don't think. Okay. So there are 3 poison sprays.
I think I can use that. That's in my list, I think.
Oh, that's funny. It says 4 spell scrolls, but it says 3 poison spray, a burning hands, a mirror image, and 1 cleric inflict wounds.
Oh.
That's not 3. Or that's not 4.
Yeah.
That's 6.
That's a lot.
So can we just say 1 poison spray?
Or we could say 3. That's fine. Are you a wizard,
cast
Ian,
it
or
3
what?
times.
Yeah.
He's an arcane trickster.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, any sort of any class spell, it doesn't matter what class it is, if it has the ritual tag, then I definitely want it just because I can put it into my spell book and then cast it as a ritual. So and it'll take me 10 minutes, but a lot of those are utility type stuff. So that's one thing, but none of these are that, so.
I can use a mirror image.
Let me make sure poison spray is actually in my class list thing here.
Is a illusion spell.
Warlock. And yeah, poison spray is on my list, so I can use that. Burning hands is not though. Will that work
I
for
think
you?
can still cast it. You just have to make a Arcana check before or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, it's something like that. But I know that it also says something to the effect of if it's not on your list, then you can't cast it. So I'm not sure. You'd have to look up the.
Yeah, let me see here. Bust out the old player's handbook.
But an arcane trickster should be able to cast burning hands, can't they? Or is
They can. So every once in a while they can take a regular spell.
What's going on, dude? What's going on? Do you just need to be upside down for a minute? Do you just need to be upside down? Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so I put everything in the party sheet for you guys.
Okay. Awesome.
You guys can, drift globes.
Do we want-
You can see what it is.
All right, let me look at it. If you are within 60 feet of it, you can light or daylight spell.
I can't find it.
If you're in the inventory screen of the party, you should just be able to click on the red dragon head. It'll tell you what it is.
Yeah. Your image, poison spray.
That's cool. Can I have the drift globe, Ian?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I want the mirror image for sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the poison spray. Scrolls.
And, I'll
Well,
take
there's a few of them, so you can take. If you want a poison spray or can use it, then you can take one of those.
Okay.
And then I guess we can just sell the inflict wound scroll. Oh wait, this is a wizard spell?
The inflict. I thought it was a cleric spell.
They inflict
No, it
wounds.
says
Should
you
be.
material summon. It says if this spell, if the spell is on your class list, then a spell you can normally class blah blah blah. A wizard spell on a spell scroll, or is it? This is just giving you the rules for the spell scroll.
I
Never
think
mind.
so.
So yeah, if it's not on your spell list, then
Okay.
so
Okay.
we'll just pocket it and then. Now, is there a way to divide up the coins on this?
I would say I'd almost say manually do it, because unless you can take it,
Okay. Let me
it'll
look here.
probably split it out between the other people in the
Yeah.
party.
Let's see what happens if I just grab it and put it in there. Nothing.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna put 15 gold on my thing and
Oh.
60 silver on my treasure.
Yeah. I'll the same. So makes that
That
20.
Okay.
And then
Oh, cool.
60 silver pieces.
Let's see here.
Cool.
Alright, I'll delete
Sweet.
that.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you guys make a perception check as well?
Sweet.
Sounds cool. Okay.
That's iffy.
Alright, so Belwar, you on the south side of the cave, you see what appears to be an illusionary wall.
Thanks, straight at you, because I'm a gnome.
Hi. What's going on?
So I'll go ahead and use my mage hand to push through this illusionary wall.
Okay. So your mage hand just kind of goes in and just kind of disappears on the other side.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead
Unless your
and
mage hand isn't it like maybe it's already invisible?
yeah, it's invisible.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can tell that it doesn't actually touch anything; it just kind of goes through.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and peek through. Just kind of lean forward, lean my head in through the illusion.
Okay.
What?
It looks like it's an empty tunnel that is probably another way in and out of this area.
Nice.
Okay. I let Gecko and Topsy and Turvy know.
Well, then I think that's definitely the way we should. Definitely do that, Ross.
I feel like we could deal with the purple worm or unknown tunnel.
And I don't want to fight the zombies right now.
And the ground starts rumbling again.
Ah, crap.
All right. Well, my decision is made up. Onward.
All right. Yeah. Well, here I gotta go drop him off. Hang on.
All right.
I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. I don't think this is the topsy-turvy I'm supposed to be using. Oh well, I'll
How
switch
much?
it on it.
So is all I can see is topsy and turvy complete.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then
don't know what's behind the scenes there.
it has a bunch of effects on. I'm like, I don't think that's probably right.
Like epic boons.
Something like that.
They can cast fireballs at will.
Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, when we saw that beholder, I was just thinking, man, if John were here, he would have jumped out, tried to attack the beholder, and if he survived when the purple worm came, he would have tried to attack the purple worm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Tanner and Mitch would have ran in there with them.
Yeah. Stop doing that, please. Jeez.
I had a thought, and I had to get rid of it because it would just been too funny for me. But
One of the things where it's just funny for you.
yeah, I just had this feel. It's like this thing that I like wanted to do, and if it could just kill a character pretty much instantly. Like, welcome, dead.
Wait, was that for our session right now or for last session?
No, for the next session.
Oh. Do it to John's new character?
Yeah.
That would be the worst.
And you have to get punished again.
So have you finished that table?
I'm still gonna tweak it, but I can show it to you.
Okay.
I don't think honestly it's really not that big a deal.
Well, if it's any of the stuff that
Oh,
we talked about,
it-
I don't think
did it-
it'd be too bad.
Did it share it with you?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Right now I have almost everything at either 5 or 10% chance.
Okay. So you would let them start at the same level unless they rolled 1 through 10?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an and.
Yeah.
And I figured that's probably the worst because, you know, obviously minus 5 HP, you would get that with the minus level, plus more stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly the dex and charisma, the attributes they're not a game breaker at all, or a deal breaker at all. It's
No. And especially if you're with a new character and you haven't
Alright.
even used your abilities yet.
right.
I'm back.
What up? If you haven't even used your abilities yet, so it won't even matter.
Right.
Okay.
Are we looking at your punishment table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Praise character. Now, can all these things, like, do they go away after a certain point of time?
No. I mean, the minus 1 level will, because, I mean, I do since we're doing like a milestone, they would never actually catch up, but what I'll end up doing is then have them level up like after, you know, and just kind of, they would always still feel like they're behind, but essentially they would catch up and be the same level. But you've seen the reward one, right?
No.
I'll show you the reward one then. But if that's what frustrates me a little bit is the fact that anything that's on the punishment wheel can go away by the reward system.
Yeah. There's more stuff on the reward system too. You can get lots of stuff.
Yeah, you can get
Well,
magic items.
Yeah, the punishment is just fairly basic.
See, now that I see the reward one, I don't feel so bad about the punishment one.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen the reward one, and especially if you're able to regain, you could get your plus
Mhm.
one wisdom back or something potentially,
Yep.
or a different stat. Yeah.
And I was just telling Matt, even starting out with a -1 to one of your attributes, I don't think it'd affect me too much because I wouldn't even use that ability yet.
Right, and especially if
Yeah.
it's like if it's already an odd.
If it's
then
an
it does
odd
zero.
number, yeah.
It doesn't do
Yeah.
a single
Exactly. Exactly. If it's an odd number, it don't matter. So, okay, yeah, that works.
Okay.
I just hope we don't die from this purple worm, so we have to roll on the punishment table already.
Thing. And like I said, if it has to do with something like that, if it's a blatantly stupid thing that you do, then yeah, I'm gonna punish you for it, which is what I did.
We're gonna see that table so much.
I'm hoping you guys are gonna see the reward table a whole bunch.
I'm working on it.
All right. So let's that encounter's done. Yeah, that encounter, like with all the things that I had on there, was a CR rating of 20.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap. So where did we pop out at then? Are we not done with that one?
You can close that one.
We haven't. So we've escaped this
Yep.
spot?
Yep.
Okay, so are
Great.
we back on the water though, or are we
No,
like...
no. Now you're going inland.
Now we're in the caves
Yep.
there.
The-
Yeah, I'm surprised we made that without actually doing any real combat. Whew. Okay.
All right, so you guys
we probably could have
are
taken
cruising
zombies,
through
but...
these tunnels. They're typically pretty small. I mean, it's the same general tunnels that you were in before, where they vary in size. It's typically rough terrain, a lot of stalagmites, stalactites. Still that dank dark, but you can't see a single thing except you guys have some dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought. So everybody can see from that, but the second it goes beyond that, it's just pitch black. And then you've been traveling, I don't know, for about a day, and you start hearing, hold on, I don't have that PDF open. I'll describe it in this. There we go. The sounds of panicked thrashing draw your attention to up ahead. Let me get this map going.
Panicked thrashing.
Panicked thrashing.
Like of something big?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Actually, here, I'll do that. Open up it that far, put you guys right. Marching order
Oh, and how long have we been traveling for?
for about a day. You guys have not there hasn't been really any sightings of food. You have your
Have we had a
water
chance
skin.
to take a short rest at all? So like an hour rest to get a spell back?
Yeah, you've been able to do a short rest.
Okay.
I don't know if I could get spells back on short rests. Not care too much.
Yeah, it's a bigger deal for my class than it is for
Yeah.
some of the other spellcaster classes, so...
Are you just working with like 2 spell slots?
Yep. But they're second level spell slots, so, because that's how it works, is like, I only get 2, but my level for casting them is higher. So, all my first level spells automatically get cast as second level spells, and
That's pretty cool.
so on. So, kind of evens out a little bit.
I just got booted.
Did you?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, there you
I
go.
was-
Disconnected.
Yeah. Jump back in.
change his name. Doesn't change his name. I don't necessarily want you guys to know what it is. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Weird thing.
Yep.
Weird
Ian needs to
thing.
see the...
Yeah, I'm still loading up here.
Oh, okay.
Give me a minute. Yeah, Jared, I was totally expecting like an eldritch blast to the face when encountered me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, do I want to side? And I would have sided with the goblin, but I was like, I'm already with 2 deep gnomes. I don't. That's probably not the wisest thing to do.
Yeah, I wanted to see which way you're gonna go with that. Okay, so do you not see the map, Ian?
There we go. Okay.
So
All right.
as you round the corner and kind of the panic sounds are coming from this larger cavern. What draws your attention is a strange floating brain with squid-like tentacles dangling beneath it, and the creature seems to be trapped with one of its tentacles caught in the pile of fallen rocks.
Is there anything else in there?
Not that you can see. You can roll a perception check if you'd like.
I would.
I would like to as well. I sure didn't see anything.
Yeah, you don't see anything else in there.
All right. Let's see here.
Can I perceive if this thing looks hurt or hostile? Oh, I guess it's the thing that's making the thrashing sounds.
Yep.
So it's thrashing around pretty good.
Yep. It definitely looks to be stuck in there.
Is it... Can I make like a history check or something to see if I know what it is or if I've ever heard of something like this before?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Where did my character sheet go? I didn't close it.
You should just be able to click on your gecko icon up there on the upper left hand.
Yeah, I know, but like it's been lagging or something, and so I'll click on it and nothing happens for a little bit. So
Do you have a bunch of
I'm not
modules
sure.
open?
The only ones I have are the player guide and the player's handbook.
Okay.
Do you have
There we
PDFs
go.
open right now?
Yep. No.
Okay.
All right. So let's see here. History check. Come on, high number.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
You've heard of these things before. It's from what you understand from the description that you're seeing and from what you've read in books, that this thing is called a grell.
A grell. Are they intelligent?
Yes.
Okay. But it's trapped, obviously. So I'm gonna move. I don't know if I'm.
Do you want to talk to it?
I want to try and talk to it, but I'm not sure if I want to get. Well, I'll still be 30 feet away from it for that to work. Whatever, I'll do it.
Hey.
5, 10.
I let him know I got your back. I'm like
20.
Oprah.
So if I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so that puts me within 30 feet of him.
Okay.
So
I'll stealth right there, right behind him, right in this little crevasse.
Okay.
So I telepathically say, hello there. If you can calm yourself down and you promise not to eat us, we might be able to help you.
Probably not gonna eat us.
That's a reasonable request.
You know,
People eat other people all the time.
It doesn't pay attention to you.
uh,
You're talking telepathically?
yes.
Yeah, I mean you can
So
tell
it
it
can
like
hear me.
noticed, but
Uh-huh.
it's kind of in panic mode right now.
Okay.
Does this thing have eyeballs?
Not that you can see. You can only see the back of it. You see the brain, and every time because it's kind of thrashing around, so when it turns to the side, you can kind of see like a beak looking thing.
And it looks like there was like a wall slide or something, just a rock slide that trapped it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look injured other than
crazy.
the one leg, or?
It doesn't look. No, it doesn't look injured.
Mom,
per se.
Daddy, did I scare you?
You totally scared me.
Oh, I don't know. Do we?
So I cast minor illusion.
Okay.
Of just a person, like a cloaked figure. Put him like right there-ish.
Okay.
And then cast minor illusion again to project a voice out of him, and pretty much say the same thing that Jared just said. It's like, if you can calm down, maybe we can help you out of this situation.
Okay. Make a persuasion.
Persuasion. Woof.
Okay. It still just continues to thrash about.
Well, I can't get this thing's attention.
I just don't. I mean, there's part of me. Okay, part of me wants to just live it. Part of me wants to kill it so that it doesn't get free and come and eat us. What do I know about these creatures? Like, do they eat other humanoids? From what I know about it?
No, you've only heard about it.
Okay. All right.
Are there any more
It's
loose
trapped.
rocks above it?
No.
Is there like, can we tell if where the rocks fell onto it, if there's like an opening or like a cave up there? Little entrance.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. What do we got? Oh, that's not too bad.
Okay. It looks like probably about halfway up the wall, there's a good chunk of rock that has come loose recently.
But does it look like there's anything worth exploring up there?
Not from what you can tell from down there. You're at an odd angle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine just not messing with it. I mean,
can cast disguise self and change myself into a Grell and talk to it.
Does it speak Undercommon?
We can certainly find out. I'm sure it's telepathic.
Because I know I can one-way communicate with it and tell it, and it'll understand me. But my thing isn't two-way communication; it's only one-way.
Right.
So if it doesn't speak Undercommon, then we're probably out of luck because I don't speak Grell or Grick or whatever.
Well, I would assume that I was speaking to it in Undercommon.
Okay. Well, what do our compatriots want to do? I asked him What do you guys think? Should we just go? Should we kill it? Should we...
Yeah, our rolls have really sucked. What do you guys want to do?
Well, you can tell Turby just never responds. He's a pretty silent guy. But Topsy's like, if you want to sit back here and shoot it, I'm game. Target practice.
I mean, it is trapped, so...
I have no emotional connection to this creature whatsoever.
I look at it like this. There's a lot of things that are going to kill us. This thing could be one of them. It's trapped there. If it gets free, it could try to follow us because it's seen us. And we can always run away.
Okay, I kind of warmed myself up. All right, this is
Let's
my first
do it.
encounter.
Let's do it. To start this thing off, I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, before you can do that, initiative.
Yeah.
Because it's hearing what you're saying, and as you're getting ready, it just turns and smiles at you. As what you can tell from a beak, and it just turns around and is ready to attack.
Like it's free and loose?
Yes.
Oh, you poop head.
He's
trying to bait us.
some here.
He was. All right, so top of the round.
Oop, that's me.
Yep.
All right. So I was already stealthed. I don't know if you saw that.
But you talk to it.
You did
Oh,
talk
that's
to
true. I talked to it and cast spells and stuff. Okay. All right.
Not that I want you to die or anything, but I
Yeah.
mean,
I am going to cast Blur.
Okay.
nice. That's a good one.
You can
Yeah.
you cast that on yourself. It'll give you whatever it gives you.
Yeah. So I just become blurred, and for the duration for 1 minute, any creature has disadvantage attack rolls against me. And then I will go ahead and, as a bonus action, take the hide action. All right. And I'll move in for the kill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. So you want to remember, drop your blur cast on yourself, so it gives you that.
Oh, right. Okay. I see.
And I believe it'll give you that effect. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Cool beans. All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. So it rolls a 4 to notice you. So it
Bam!
comes up here to
The shadows.
Mr. Gecko
Oh, jeez.
and takes one of its tentacles and lashes out at you with a tentacle attack. Actually, in fact,
Miss.
it'll go there. No, what's his beak? Its beak is range. His beak range is only 5, so he's got to come up on you. So on its way in, swings at you with its tentacle and hits you with its tentacle.
Dang it.
Does damage to you. 4 damage. You need to
Okay.
do.
Does that automatically take it?
Yes,
Does that
it
automatically
automatically
deduct
does it, and then I drop this. Oops. Hold on. Oops. So then I take this save, this Constitution save, and I drop it on you, and your guy will roll a Constitution save and failed. So then I take this.
But didn't it show that I passed it? Or, oh, you put it on the wrong person?
No, it says Gecko failed. Oh no, yeah, I didn't. I threw it off to the
Okay.
side so it didn't. And then you are poisoned.
Nice.
You are.
Jeez.
Hold on, let me see if I want to know if it does all of these things. So hold on. Let me read it real quick.
That's crazy.
Oh, yep. So you are paralyzed, and you are grappled.
So what's paralysis? That means I just can't take any actions, right?
Correct. And at the end of your turn, you can make a Constitution save to try to get rid of it.
Okay.
And then it will take a beak attack at you.
Jeez.
Beak
Should have just
attack.
ran.
So it does it with
Ah,
advantage
jeez.
and hits you.
But he would have chased us anyways, so.
And the damage is 8.
Ouch.
And Turby's turn. All right. So Turby, seeing this, is going to step back. This guy, I don't know which. I'll just leave him there. Who's it? Yeah, it's Turby's turn, and it's going to take 2 hand crossbow shots at it. Hits with 1 damage, 5 points of damage. Takes another bolt shot at it, and misses it. Let's see. These are
Oh, crap.
Oh, I didn't realize that they've got these cool little spells and stuff too. Okay, maybe I'll let Topsy do that.
All right, so I make a Constitution savings throw.
Yep. And I don't know how to 9. All right, that's not quite good enough. So you're still paralyzed.
Okay. Crap.
So that's the end of your turn.
So then,
Topsy.
all right.
So Topsy's gonna scoot over there, just trying to flank it, and he's going to. Let's see. He's going to try to blind it, and it's failed its savings throw. So it is
Blind.
blind, and it's deaf.
Nice.
Jeez.
And then it will take its second action and shoot a crossbow bolt at it, and hits it.
Nice.
And 4 points of damage. 5,
That's something.
20, 25, 30. Going to move a little bit farther away. Okay. Top of the round.
All right. I'm going to move in. 5, 10. Do sneak attack.
Okay.
Advantage. Oh, wait. Sorry. Let me put that on him.
Advantage rolling a 4, and you get to do it again. I'll allow it.
Thanks. All right. So hit, and then the damage plus the sneak attack. And then my second short sword.
Well, this thing has a low armor class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to at least give you an encounter that you guys could defeat.
I appreciate that, even though I'm
I'm
the one
assuming
who
you can
can't do
defeat it.
anything right now.
Come on. All right, and then I'll use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And go 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right. Seeing that he had, seeing that it has its prey where it wants it, nice and paralyzed. He moves on to the other gnome that came up on his back.
What? What?
And comes at you with a tentacle strike. And misses, because he has disadvantage because he's blind.
Yes.
And then comes at you with its beak shot.
What?
And hits you.
What?
Hits you with
No,
its
he
beak
did.
shot.
You did.
Minimum damage. 4 points.
Yes.
Nice.
And so Turvey's going to step up close enough to get a shot in. Let's see. He could do blur. No, he's just going to do straight up damage because it's already deafened. So let's do an attack and a hit with that one. And hit with that one. Rolled a 12 and hit him.
Nice.
7 points of damage. And another 7. 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Turvey. Man.
Turvey the man.
Going to Topsy. Oh, no, it's Gecko's turn. Oh, so roll your...
Alright. Constitution.
There you go.
16. Alright,
Nice.
cool.
so
So
you're
then-
not paralyzed anymore, but that was at the end of your turn, so you can't actually...
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
Okay.
But I'm no longer have those conditions, right?
But I still see them on there, so I don't know how to just clear a couple of conditions. Oh, well.
I wonder if you drop your save on yourself when you do that, if
Maybe.
it clears them.
Yeah, go
You
want
wanna
to
try that,
Jared?
Okay. Let's try Constitution.
No, do it again, because that wasn't a save.
Yeah. Yeah, do it until you save.
It was a 10, and it actually counts down every time.
See how many times I can roll a 7 here.
Okay, you beat it, but it didn't go away. I wonder if it's because it's not your
Okay.
turn. Here, let's just go to the top of the round real quick, and I'll go back down to you,
Yeah.
Okay.
and now do it.
There you go.
Huh.
Well,
Okay.
still do it.
Yeah, it didn't go away.
So that's got to be something that you do on your end then.
Yeah, I wonder if I go and go to effects, and I can clear expired effects. Okay, so you're just... No? Because it still says paralyzed.
And I'm not grappled anymore either.
You're right, he did move away, so you're not grappled.
Yeah.
Oh well. If it actually messes with something when we get to it, we'll figure it out.
Alright.
Alright, so Topsy is going to do a couple attacks on this thing. Hits, and he misses. 5 points of damage. And Topsy's turn is over.
All right, my turn. So he already has pretty heavy damage, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and try and do him in.
Oh no! Didn't roll on the critical miss chart.
Okay. So are we playing that ends the my actions?
No, because I thought about that and I was like, that's kind of dumb. Because if a fighter, gets farther in and he's got 3 attacks and he fumbles on the first, he's just over. What I'm thinking about doing is just any reaction that you would have taken, we'll just remove the reaction.
Okay.
I thought about doing the
Alright.
bonus. I'm like, I think the bonus is a little too much too. So if you can't take a reaction this turn, and that shouldn't
Right.
affect too many people very much. And
Okay.
it's better than just, you don't get to do
Yeah.
anything else.
All right. I'll take my second attack. What the heck?
Oh! Well, apparently
Wow.
it didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, Yeah, so what are you doing now?
I'm gonna use my bonus action and disengage.
Okay.
Oh. 2, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't want it to corner me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run away! Okay.
Okay.
And I go
This thing's
combat
going straight
tracker.
after this freaking Topsy that keeps messing with it. Tentacle strike. Misses, and the going at it with a beak, and hits with the beak. Topsy takes 5 points of damage. Alright, Turby's gonna step out, take 2 shots with the crossbow. Hits one, misses the other. Does 7 points of damage.
Man, he is what a hunky creature.
All right.
He's looking pretty. He's looking pretty hurt. He's got a bunch of tentacles that are kind of broken. His beak's caved in. He's got arrows sticking out of him.
All right. I am going to check something real quick. When I'm using a spell slot of third. Okay. I hex him as a bonus action. So he takes disadvantage on all strength saving throws.
Okay, drop the hex on him.
I gotta look and see how that works here. Well, it basically, the way it works is if he gets hit, he'll take 1d6 necrotic damage.
Well, what I'm
So we
saying
just
is
gotta, because it doesn't have there's no button to drop on him for the disadvantage part of it.
yeah, if you right click on the hex and go down and it says reparse spell actions, then the thing will pop up, and then you can just take that effect, that little and you should be able to drag something on him.
Yeah, there's an effect button that you should be able to drag onto the creature.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then just drag it onto the creature. And I'm
That's
assuming
cool.
that's going to make him do his saving throw.
Well, I can't. There's nothing for me to put on him specify because I can pick whatever saving throw I want or ability score. I mean, but I don't know. So we'll just figure it out here. All right, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay.
Probably gonna do him in right there.
I hope. I hit. All right, damage. 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Yep.
Boom.
How do you want to do this?
Well,
in terms of Matt Mercer.
Yeah.
I point my finger at him to hex him, and then I bring both my hands around and just straight like Ryu style, shoot out my Eldritch Blast at him.
Hadouken.
Nice. So from what Ian sees, this Eldritch Blast goes through, goes right underneath, and pops the beak off. Beak goes flying across the room, and he collapses with his tentacles kind of underneath him.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Sweet. We did it.
Yay.
Cool. I go over to it. How big is the beak?
The beak, I'd say it's a good 2 inches.
Oh, so it's small.
Yeah, it's not a very big creature.
Oh, okay.
Make a nice little necklace out of it.
I know, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking if the beak was big enough, I'd attach it to my armor for shoulder pauldrons,
Yeah.
just for stylishness. But yeah, so I take its beak so I can make a necklace out of it later.
Okay.
And then I start carving its body for any parts that we can cook for food, like its tentacles or something like that.
Okay, go ahead and
Just
make
because-
a nature check.
Because we gotta eat, so...
I pull the rations out of my pack and I look at them I look at him, I look at what he's doing, and I kind of like look ashamed that my food isn't as manly as what he's doing. I just kind of put him back in my pack.
You were able to find a decent amount of meat. The
Cool.
tentacles aren't worth anything for food, but the brain definitely has some meat to it.
Cool.
I want to check
Grilled
that
brain.
area above the where he was trapped, that little cave area.
Okay, go ahead and investigation check.
I investigated real good.
Up there, you didn't see anything, but kind of just off to the side, you see a lance. It's kind of a short. It looks like a lance, but it's short.
Like a javelin? Do I know what a javelin is?
Maybe about the size of a javelin, but you could tell it looks like a mini lance.
Like a my size lance? Because that would be great.
Like a dragon lance?
Even smaller.
Really? Even smaller?
Even smaller. I mean,
I'll
it
pick it up.
almost looks like a lance they would make a toy out of and sell to kids.
Huh.
Huh.
Do I see any toys around? Or is it just that?
Nope, just that.
Do I see any like kid footprints?
Nope. It looks like a weapon. It's just,
Huh.
I mean, that size. I mean, it's tiny. It's probably yay big.
Like
So like
pixie
short
something.
sword length almost.
Even smaller.
Oh. But not as
that.
small as a dagger.
Not as small as a dagger.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I just for informational purposes, I put 1 pound of grell brain. I don't know how much it was, but I just estimated, and if that works for you, or I can make it a half pound if you want.
I would say you got, with that roll, I'd say you got more like 3 pounds.
Oh, cool. All right.
But you can take as much of it as you want.
Mini lance. Okay.
Cool. All right.
I wonder if he's like shrinking things.
Ooh, maybe. All right. So
I'm guessing
Was
that's
that-
as far as we can go. We'll have to pick up another day. Because it's
yeah, that's
past
true. It is
11
kind of
o'clock.
getting late for Ian.
Yeah. Well, actually, I probably should go to bed, but I've I got the whole week off of work due to the storm, so
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Are you going around
So-
helping a bunch of people?
Yeah, pretty much like every day I get text for somebody new.
Nice.
I'm like a pro at ripping up carpet and tearing out drywall now.
Nice.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I can always keep going because it's only 9:20, but it's up to you.
Yeah, it's your call, Ian. I'd love to keep playing with you guys, but I get it. So do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'll probably just call it right here because it's a nice stopping point.
All right.
So
Sounds good.
won't put us past midnight or anything.
Yeah, because the next one I'm probably gonna have you guys go on. We did that one. We did. No, we didn't do that. So those two were in a row. We did that one. Oh wow, we did. Yeah. So the only ones I have prepped is actually can be pretty long. So.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead
Yep.
and take a break. Are we gonna make this bi-week or every 2 weeks or every week?
Well, I think we're gonna time it pretty good to where Jared's should only be missing 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which would be nice. And then so it's basically going to be the travel between Sloopletop and Gracklestug, just a different path than the main group.
hmm
Sounds good.
So hopefully we can just parallel it, but
Yeah.
Cool.
Should